I've never had any of their pecans, but I heard it's a fantastic place to dump a body.
Welcome to Talk Murder to Me.
We are on video for you Tacos Primos. You can watch us if you are really drunk and have nothing else to do.
So join us, friends.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
The hint tonight was pecan. Mm-hmm. Jen, what are we drinking tonight?
Pecan pie cocktails.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it's really good.
I may have added more to the recipe because I think it came out as a shot.
Oh.
It came out 2 ounces, and so... but if you're making the shot, it's...
How many shots are we drinking in here, Jen?
Not that many.
Did you cut it with anything? Because there's got to be like 6 shots in here.
I know for an IHOP kind of night.
Is that the real reason why you didn't want me to make dinner?
I'm up for
Truth
IHOP.
or truth?
I mean, and it's early enough too, you know.
Well, you don't know what time we're going to finish?
Man, those pancakes are delicious.
Baby,
though. I know.
We said we were going to be healthy.
So the hint is pecan. And I'm sorry
Pecan
for all
pie.
you pecans. You know, your aunt asked me once.
What do you say?
Yeah, because I'm Southern, and she was like, "What do you guys say, pecan or pecan?" I was like, "It's pecan."
I think she says pecan,
Yeah,
and I think she thinks that's the Southern way to say it.
Yeah, it's so funny because like all your family was asking, they like put me on display.
Well, that's because it was a very Thanksgiving-y question because we were eating. Pecan pie is my favorite.
See,
actually, correction, Derby pie is my favorite, which is basically pecan pie with chocolate.
Maybe we should. I mean, I do have that 90% chocolate we can put as a garnish for this.
I remember growing up in my grandparents' farm, and I remember vividly picking up pecans off the ground.
Is that what falls on our tree back there?
Yeah, probably. But we had
because they're the big things, right?
Or walnuts.
They might be.
Or acorns.
They're big.
Those are acorns.
No, they're definitely not acorns.
No,
edible?
Pecans they're in a little brown shell.
I think I think we have a pecan tree.
No, we don't. I haven't seen any pecans out there. Those are acorns.
Yeah, be careful. You don't want to pick something up that you think is a pecan and have it be a gift from Hubble or Stella.
The poopy.
It would be, their turds look very different.
No, I don't like that word, no.
I never got to mention, so if you're making the shot, it is... half an ounce of bourbon, half an ounce of vodka, and an ounce of Evangeline, which is the brand I use, praline pecan liquor.
You know, combination-wise, it kind of tastes like the espresso vodka.
I get more of a Bailey's hint to it.
Yeah, I guess. It's good.
Yeah, I like it. Surprise shots. Surprise shots. We don't know what they are because they're a surprise.
I feel like that was a slower tempo.
Maybe, I don't know.
Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah, it does look like Pepto-Bismol. I was thinking it looked like strawberry milk. But you know what? It tasted more like the Pepto-Bismol, I think, than the strawberry milk.
Really?
It looks like Pepto-Bismol.
We're drinking Tequila Rose. It's a strawberry cream liquor with a splash of tequila.
That was good. I would not have guessed that would have been like as creamy as it was. It was kind of like the... Danimals. No, not what I was going for. The Lifesavers.
Oh, yeah, the cream savers.
The cream savers, yes.
I can cook, well, not as good as Nicole. Well, let me rephrase that. I can bake, okay? I am
Baking is very hard.
I love it.
Baking is challenging.
I make bomb homemade cookies.
Ooh.
I'm not going to lie. I use the Toll House recipe, but I just feel like some
Nestlé Toulouse.
But I feel like you can make I feel like even if you make two people can make the same recipe and it not come out the same.
Yeah, that's true.
You know why?
Love.
I put a lot of love into it.
Oh my God. What does that mean? You like put your hair in it?
Yeah.
That's what women do to try to get guys. They put like menstrual blood or their hair in it.
That's what I did for the first meal I cooked for you.
Dude.
Oh, where is this going?
Holy shit. I saw a video the other day that really made me throw up. Seriously, I threw up. There's this viral video of this woman Here, just let me show you.
Wait, is this the one where she covers her face in her
she covers
blood?
her face in her menstrual blood.
No.
And
Do not put that on that computer.
She's like,
please do not search that. I don't want to see it.
Natural. I'm like, it's not natural for you to cover your face with your own blood.
That's gross.
That's just weird.
I mean, if you like cut your own wrist and then you, no, don't.
But it was her menstrual blood.
No, that's gross.
I'll put the video on
menstrual blood is not from my computer. Menstrual blood is like clumpy and like gross.
Well, she rubs it all over. Let me show you.
No, please.
I saw
she does the video, and she's like, "Look at me, girl power," and I'm like, "That's just weird."
What was she trying to do? Like channel Rafiki with the melons when he cracks open the melons and like puts it on his face? Like, I don't get it.
No, she was trying to say that it's natural. And okay, I get it.
You can be in touch with your body,
but don't freaking rub it on your face.
You can be a feminist and be in touch with your body without putting your menstrual blood anywhere except the toilet where it belongs.
Okay, I poopy and that's natural, but I don't rub it on my face and put it on the internet. All right, come on. So, I do want to say I have big news, and I told Karina this. You know, she corrected me about the psychopathy thing, which if you look at the video... Psychopathy. If you look at the video, I was like, psychopathy. Jen, that's right? Psychopathy. And Jen, you were like, yeah, that's right. We have proof, Jen. It's on the video.
Whatever.
Anyway.
So anyway.
Was that the big news?
No, that wasn't the big news.
Okay.
He just wanted to tell me I was wrong. That's the big news.
So she says she commutes an hour and a half to work. So she's already binged.
Sucks.
Yeah. So she's already binged all of our episodes. So I told her we're going to start doing 2 a week. And I told her to submit Hometown Murders because every Thursday, unless we're doing a part... Well, no, excuse me. Every
Tuesday.
No, every Saturday, either Friday or Saturday, unless we do a part 2 that week, we're going to release a Hometown Murder. And just for our Supremos. So, because I have a lot to go through. You know, I still got, who do I got? I got Shannon submitted a few. Tyler submitted one. I got a bunch. I got to look. But I want to get them all done. So we're going to start doing them every week. So if you're a Taco Supremo, go into the forum and give me your stories.
And if you're not a Taco Supremo, then you can go to talkmurder.com/join and become a Taco Supremo.
Every episode from now on is also going to be on video for our Taco Supremo. So go to talkmurder.com if you want to watch us sit here and get drunk and talk about murder instead of listening to it on iTunes. So, Jen... The hint tonight was pecan, not pecan. So where are we going and who are we killing?
You know, I had a little bit of a tough time with this. I'm pretty sure we're going to the South. And I'm going to go with my gut and say Georgia.
Georgia's the peach state, but good try. Nicole, where are we going? Who are we killing?
I'm going to say we're staying right here in South Carolina.
That was my second guess, but I decided to go with my gut.
Okay, you're just for the record, in case I was right. Wait, what was your?
I didn't say how they got killed, but I think maybe it has something to do with like a pecan tree. Maybe someone like plants a tree for every person they kill or something. I don't know.
What? A pecan tree?
Yeah.
That's a cool concept.
Or maybe they kill someone that's allergic to nuts.
I'm going to say the killer is poisoning people with their pecan pie, similar to
Nanny Dodds.
Nanny Dodds.
Granny Nanny Doss.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I call her Your Royal Highness because I think it is a very nice honor.
Is this Miss
Sarah
Pecan?
Grinstead, how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Miss Tifton, getting ready to go over to Columbus and represent Tifton over there. Are you excited?
We're going to Georgia.
Oh my God, I was right.
Damn it.
Preparation. What have you done to prepare?
Georgia.
What haven't I done? I have worked on my interview. I have exercised. I've shopped for clothes and just
Here you
tried to
go.
get prepared for a lot of hard work the week at Miss Georgia.
Terry, when you came over and did Miss Tifton last year, had you done pageants before, or had you been prepared for it, or what was your thinking?
I had been pageants in high school, and I had always wanted to go to Miss Georgia, and as you know, that's that's a different type of pageant. So I worked very hard, and it took me a while. I competed in 19 Miss Georgia preliminaries, and it took me 4 years, but I was determined that I was going to reach my goal.
19 pageants?
Miss Tipton was my second to the last pageant. Since 24 is the age limit, and I was graciously titled Miss Tipton, and I'm very excited about it.
So it was just obviously your fate to get to go to Miss Georgia because you were running time. If you think about the time factor.
That is Miss Tara Grinstead. She is a beauty pageant.
I'm getting getting a little deja vu.
From what?
Hillbilly Nose Job?
Yeah, Hillbilly Nose Job.
Hillbilly Nose Job.
This is like exactly how we started that episode.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with the other... remember the beauty pageant queen? And then she was about to go on that date with that guy who ended up getting killed by...
You guys have heard of this story, and let me just say, hey guys, and people on video, and Togas Primos, and listeners, follow me down the rabbit hole of the Tara Grinstead story.
That name does sound familiar.
That name does sound familiar.
I don't know.
All right, let's go. We're going to Georgia. Nicole, where's Georgia?
South of us.
Very good.
The next state down.
That is our third place Geography Bee
You're welcome.
champion, Nicole Laporte. All right, we're going to 2005.
8th grade.
You were in 8th grade? Mm-hmm. Oh, shit, I'm way older than you. I was in boot camp. No, I was done with boot camp.
No, you're only 5 years older.
I was done with boot camp.
So you're 18.
All right, tonight we're going to be talking about the Tara Grinstead case. It's a very popular case. You guys are going to love this.
Love it or hate it?
Hate it. You guys are going to really hate it. Now, October 22nd.
How did I know?
October 22nd, 2005. That was a Saturday. That's where we're going. Now, in Georgia, this is a small town, Ocilla, Georgia. The annual Sweet Potato Festival is going on. Okay? Now, she wasn't...
But not the annual pecan festival.
Pecans will come into play.
Okay.
But the sweet potato, I love sweet potatoes too.
They're okay.
can't
I
eat
like
those,
sweet
can we?
potato fries. We have to eat them before 2.
Tara Grinstead was 30 years old. So that day, October 22nd, 2005, she spent that day not competing, but doing makeup and hair for all the other girls. I'm going to paint a picture of Tara Grinstead for you guys. Like a lot of times you think of a pageant contestant, Miss Beauty pageant, they're like pompous or whatever. Mm-hmm. That was not Tara Grinstead. Like number one, she was an 11th grade high school teacher. She taught history.
Okay.
She spent the entire day, but she didn't have to, helping these girls, doing their makeup and hair, and they would go compete and then, come back and everything. So she spent the whole day doing that. It's right before Halloween, October 22nd, 2005. Mm-hmm. At 7:45 p.m., Tara Grinstead leaves the festival, the Sweet Potato Festival, and she goes to a barbecue cookout.
My gosh, that sounds so good right now.
Yeah. The barbecue cookout was for the superintendent, Dr. Troy Davis. Now, I want to say Tara was a teacher, 11th grade high school teacher. So this barbecue was for the school faculty. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. It was at the superintendent's house?
Yeah.
That's a big deal. I mean, superintendent is in charge of a whole district. It's not just like your principal is throwing it for the school. That's like a district thing.
It's like a Superintendent Chalmers. From The Simpsons, Jen. Jeez. I'm showing them a picture of Tara Grinstead with one of the pageant contestants. Now, at 7:45, she leaves the festival and she goes to a barbecue for the superintendent. Now, they watched the LSU and Auburn game. During this party, not everyone, a lot of people at that party noticed Tara talking on her cell phone a lot. And in fact...
Ex-boyfriend?
I will get to that. In fact, one of the time... Now, she was single. The superintendent says on one call, particularly, she ended it with, quote, "I love you too." All right. At 11:15 p.m. that same night, Tara Grinstead leaves the barbecue. She returns home to her home in Ocilla. Okay, she's got a nice little home. And I'm going to show you all the pictures of the home, so don't worry about it. Well, let me tell you a little bit about Ocilla. Ocilla is a very small town. I mean, everyone knows everyone literally in Ocilla. Everybody knows everyone. It's very small, like tiny. Mm-hmm. Kind of like where I grew up in Gilbert. Mm-hmm. It's like a Gilbert murder. You know what I'm saying? Very small.
Okay.
And you can see how small it is. Yeah, that's it. That's small, isn't it? Here, can you tell?
Wow, there's like nothing else around it either besides what, farmland?
Golf course?
Yeah, farmland. So it's in Irwin County. So where is that? Is that closer to Atlanta or Savannah?
It's not even close to that.
Yeah,
really.
Savannah's way over here. So Atlanta's.
It's like, it's center Georgia.
In comparison to the two towns that I knew.
So Tara Grinstead won the Tifton pageant. And she was actually going to win Miss Georgia. But she went to the competition. She didn't win, but her friends and family said winning really wasn't what she wanted. Like, she wanted to make it to the competition, and she did. She goes home at 11:15. Everything's good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, apparently not. She ain't alive today.
Well, in Georgia, everyone goes...
Or is she?
In Georgia, everybody goes to church on Sunday, and she didn't show up for church. Now, that's a big red flag.
Yep.
So she didn't show up for church.
Maybe she ain't repenting for her sins.
She also had a scheduled lunch that day, and she completely skipped it. Being in that small town, the neighbors and her kind of had a security system, like a safety system. Basically, when Tara gets home, the first thing she does is she goes in the bedroom and turns the lamp on. The neighbors can see the lamp from across the street, and so they'll know that she's home safely.
So kind of like the girls in the Ted Bundy story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kind of like that. Because if you're,
we should have a safety plan.
What do you mean? I'm a man here. There's a man in the house. All right, I do want to tell you that bedroom lamp did not turn on that night.
So we know she left the party.
She left the party
but she
at 11:15.
did not make it home. Or she made it home, but she didn't make it to the bedroom.
She may have made it home, but the lamp didn't turn on. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
October 24th.
Was someone waiting in her bedroom for her?
That's what I'm thinking.
October 24th.
Like Richard Burton on the bed?
Yeah.
Did I say Richard Burton? It's not Richard Burton. It's
You talking about Burt Reynolds?
Burt Reynolds, yes, thank you.
All right.
Richard Burton, who is that?
I don't know. But
I think isn't that
some NASCAR driver or something, Jen.
I don't watch NASCAR.
Jen watches NASCAR.
I don't.
You do. October 24th, 2005.
That's such a great insult. You watch NASCAR.
2 days.
Oh, yeah? Yeah? Well, you watch NASCAR, okay?
2 days later, 2 days. She didn't show up for church. Now on the Monday.
I feel like they waited a long time if they knew something was up.
Oh, no, they didn't wait very long. I'm about to show you. This was quick.
Never mind.
On Monday, she didn't show up to teach her history class. High school teacher. This is not like Tara.
No call, no show?
She would at least, if something happened, she'd call a sub. 8:15, the police arrive at her home. This is how much people were worried about Tara Grinstead. They arrive at 8:15. Now, her car was there. It was unlocked. And an envelope with $100 in cash was sitting in the car.
In her car?
In her car.
Just sitting there?
Seems like not a lot of money, though, if it's like for sexual favors.
When you have $65 to your name, $100 is like gold, okay?
No, I know.
I would take a crisp $100 bill for almost anything.
$100 in cash in an envelope. Sounds like something fishy.
Well, okay, was it just one bill, or was it like stacked up to make it look like a lot of money? Because even though it's the same,
put one $100 bill in a single envelope, a single bill,
probably 20.
someone that can carry $100 bill and think it's just chump change. I don't know.
Yeah, but I wouldn't put a single bill into an envelope.
Why not? Would you just leave it laying there? You wouldn't put it in an envelope?
I'd put like a note in it or something. I mean, it just look weird. You use the entire envelope for one bill.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm thinking it was like 20s.
That's like the other day we had a TV return and the guy paid cash for it, so we literally had to give him $3,200 in cash because that's how he paid for it.
$3,200 for a TV?
It was 75-inch.
Yeah, that's what I've heard that a lot. I'm talking about my penis.
Thanks.
8:15, the police arrive at her home. The car was there. Unlocked, envelope, $100 in cash. The house, from the outside at least, looked normal. No signs of struggle at all.
No signs of breaking and entering?
No signs of breaking and entering. Now, they did enter the home. There were clothes from the pageant on her floor. Now, her cell phone was there and is still in a charger. So if she left, she was probably coming right back, because who leaves her cell phone, right?
True.
Now, her bed looked as if someone had just slept in it.
Oh, mine looks like that every night. Here's my thing. Maybe this will change when I have more time in my life, when I don't literally wake up, go to work, and then come back and go to sleep. But I just don't see, look, what's the point of making a bed if no one else is going to see it? It's not like I'm taking anyone home to see my bed. Look at how nice my bed looks.
I used to feel that way, but now I feel pretty strongly about having at least like, it doesn't have, the pillows don't have to be up, but like the sheets should be like up, ready to go, because I want them to be comfortable when I get back in the bed.
So you think I'm not arguing, I'm sincerely asking, you think they're less comfortable if they're not made?
It's not that they're less comfortable, but I feel like I'm not like
fresh
it's not fresh. And I'm almost like, I'm not at peace if I'm turning down the bed, getting like have a routine to get ready for bed. You know, like I think part of what I enjoy about like getting ready for bed is like pulling those sheets down and sliding in versus like just plop it in when it's already kind of messy.
Oh, I like cannonball into my bed. I mean, not really, because then the bed slats would just shatter.
I used to never make my bed, but then I don't know. I just over the last couple of years, I really like it.
I want to, but then again, like my bed's against the wall.
Yeah, that makes it hard too.
It makes it hard. I was thinking about redoing my room again. Well, now that the record player's in here, I have more room.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about putting it to the way I had it when I first moved in. Do you remember?
Was it on
the bed? Was like if the door was here, my bed was like against this wall now. Like I had it against that wall in the center.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about doing that. I feel like I need to change.
Yeah. A little feng shui.
Yeah, but I just don't have time to do it.
You'll have time to do it eventually.
Well, yeah. I just want, like, a genie.
That Sunday, let's go back one day. That Sunday, she had actually called the Ocilla Police Department, and a police officer named Heath Dykes showed up and put a business card, like, in the door to say, hey, I'm here checking on you, or whatever. So there was a business card wedged in the door, but it was his. Mm-hmm. There was also, and this is going to become huge, there's a white latex glove. It was a surgical glove, not a kitchen glove. It's very important. It's like a surgical glove.
What's a kitchen glove?
It's
like the oven glove?
Like the rubber glove?
Oh, dish glove. I thought you were talking about like the of glove for a second.
No, it was surgical latex.
Okay.
All right, now that was right outside on the ground, just sitting there like
in front of her house?
Yeah, about a couple feet away from the
questionable
door. Yeah, so they took it in for evidence. They sent that to the lab to get it processed for DNA. Now, her students, this is how much they loved her. 12 hours later, after because she may have just went with someone and said, screw work today, it's Monday, I don't want to go in. 12 hours later, her students stayed at school until 1 a.m. in the morning. They made up 2,000 flyers missing Tara Grinstead, history teacher. Have you seen her? And they put them all around Ocilla.
Wow. That's awesome. I hope if I go missing and I'm at a school, like my students will be that committed. That's really nice.
Yeah, so let's talk about some suspects. Because obviously she's not there. She's probably dead.
There's a lover involved.
Maybe she was talking to her mom.
All right, suspect number one. A guy named Marcus Harper.
Marcus.
Marcus.
Okay, Marcus, we see you.
Guys, I'm fucking drunk.
Jen, I'm just going to say, that's how much you drink the whole thing. Here's how much I still have to drink.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's like full.
Dude, I cut mine with water, though, so it's fine. Like, I'm
still the same amount of booze in there, Jen. I don't understand why you think that makes it any different.
This is Marcus Harper.
Oh, he's nice looking.
Now, he is
in the Army.
Yeah, he was in the Army. Now, he was actually a police officer for Ocilla Police Department, the same police department here, for a few years. Then he joined the Army in 2001, and he went to Ranger School.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which is why he's got the Ranger
Is
cap.
he guilty? Because he's not bad looking.
Tara's sister,
Oh, this is also
Anita,
2005, so I mean, that's like 14 years ago, so he's probably like one of those like 40-plus-year-olds that like me.
Anita Gaddis, which is Tara's sister, claimed that Tara was actually scared of Marcus. Now, Marcus and Tara were dating on and off, and it was not a very good relationship. You know, there was domestic
Was it
issues.
contentious?
Oh, there was abuse.
I don't know what that word is, Jen. Contentious.
It's my word of the night, but I can't give you a definition. I think it means bad.
Okay, so yeah, it was very contentious. She was scared of him because of his training. He's a ranger, you know, kill people, all that stuff.
All right, Ranger. C-17 rolling down the strip.
Tara broke up with Marcus in 2004 because he did not want to commit to marriage. Soon after,
Hear that, sister.
He deploys to Iraq. He deploys what?
Nothing.
I'm buying you that damn ring. Shit.
I'm joking.
I already put like $1,000 on that damn ring.
Joking.
I'm so proud of you for that.
As soon as that ring comes in, you just put it on or whatever.
Thanks.
I'm not doing the whole proposal thing. Screw that shit.
I'll propose to you, Nicole, in honor of John.
Thanks.
Your proposal pictures will be me on Dundee giving you the fucking ring if it has to be.
And John's like standing like this. Like I don't want any part of it.
Wait. I know this is drunk Jen talking because she hasn't made an appearance in a while. But like, can we do that?
Drunk Jen, hey!
Yes! Hey! Hey girl, hey! This is Drunk Jen reporting live from Mount Pleasant, California. Wait, South Carolina.
Drunk Jen, what do you think of our new studio?
I like the
You
studio.
got plenty of room to wobble around.
Yeah. See, here's what I think. I like the studio, but I think Sober Jen is like kind of like not bitter, but it's like, damn, this is a big room. You know, like
Because Sober Jen has a small room.
Yeah, well, yeah, because you guys said
In comparison.
you guys told Sober Jen a while ago she could have the big room. So Drunk Jen is here
That
to
was
say
before we had the podcast, Drunk Jen.
Yeah, so I'll relay the message to Sober Jen.
Okay, that's good.
So here's the thing. All right, so here's the thing. Like,
You can sleep on the couch, Jen.
glamping, we never fucking glamped. Sober Jen,
we did. We went out there, and then you immediately fell asleep. So we were like, "Screw this."
Yeah, that was
That is
me.
not glamping. That's
But
just
that
going
wasn't-
outside and falling asleep.
Oh, can we go glamping for real?
No,
Why?
because
We're gonna go glamping when we actually
I
tour.
spent half my freaking life camping out in the woods.
Yeah, not glamping. Dude,
All right.
all right, here's the thing. All right, I'm going to tell Sober Jen this tomorrow. So, oh my God, guys, this is a whole new segment. Drunk Jen.
No, that's on the episode 1 through 10 segments.
Yeah, but I never established myself as a character.
An Army Ranger, they were on and off, toxic relationship, but the family liked him. He seems like a great guy. It just kind of didn't work out. He was overseas in the Middle East doing his deployment. And October 1st, 2005, 3 weeks before Tara goes missing, she technically goes missing on the 24th is when they declare her missing. Mm-hmm. Marcus returns home from a deployment.
On what date? The 24th?
No, on the 1st of October.
Oh.
But he does not contact Tara at all.
Really?
Now, I want to tell you right now, don't think of this guy, Marcus, as a suspect because he was cleared. At the night of the disappearance, he was doing a ride-along. He was doing a drive-by. He was doing a ride-along with a fellow Ocilla police friend. So he was cleared. But I do want to say he came back from deployment and he did not call Tara at all. No contact is done. And that was after she done broke up with him in 2004. But she was so distressed and so hurt, so heartbroken that he came back from war and just this is a small town. They could literally probably see each other at IHOP. But he didn't even call her. She was so distraught. On October 4th, 2005, Tara calls Marcus from her car.
She calls him.
Yeah, she calls him because now she found out that he's home.
And he didn't
And
reach out
she
to her.
is pissed. Yeah, he didn't reach out to him.
Yeah, I would kind of be mad. Even if we're not together, just let me know that like you're home safely from war. You know?
Apparently he was dating an 18-year-old that graduated from Tara's school.
And
now,
how
this is a
old
small
was he?
school.
How old was he?
I want to say like 30 or something. She calls him. He finally is like, it's over. It's done. No more. Let's call it quits forever. She was so distraught that he said that she actually had to pull over the car. She was hysterical. She was driving, hysterical, pulled over the car, and 2 friends had to come get her. One to take her and the other to take her car.
Really?
They had to carry her inside of her house.
That's a lot.
Because she was so distraught.
That sounds like the time that I got pulled over when I first moved down here because I was going like 60 and a 50 and the cop pulled me over on 526 and I literally started sobbing and he was like, "Are you safe to drive?" And I was like, "I don't know." But then
He's like, "All right, let's take it easy."
Yeah, pretty much. He gave me a warning. I didn't get a ticket. I didn't start crying because of that. I did start crying because I got pulled over, but not to get out of the ticket, just because I was very stressed out.
Yeah. But I don't understand why this girl is on. I mean, I get, she's just emotional about it, but she was the one that broke up with him because he couldn't commit to marriage.
I'm trying to paint a picture of Tara Grinstead. She's a great person. I don't want to paint her at anything else but that, but she did have some emotional problems, it seems, because that is pretty extreme.
Yeah.
And also,
I mean, I can imagine being really heartbroken over something if she thinks that he's the love of her life but just
love of my
doesn't.
life.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
I love that movie. Holy shit. This episode is brought to you by Bohemian Rhapsody. What's his name?
Freddie Mercury.
Rami Malek.
Why is it not brought to you by Freddie Mercury?
I don't want to paint Tara Grinstead as being crazy or anything else. I'm just trying to build the story up.
Right.
Thursday, October 13th, 2005. So this is about a week after that breakdown, her emotional breakdown. She, I don't know if you can read this.
No, I have that song stuck in my head.
Now, she sends this email to Marcus Harper's mother. This is
a long email.
Yeah. If you just want to read a little bit.
She sends it to his mom?
To his mom, which I think is kind of crazy. I'd be really pissed if someone a girl sent an email to my mom.
Who do you want to read this?
Hi, I sent the email to Marcus.
Not drunk, Jen.
I called to let you and him know it was there because I need Marcus to read it. I wanted you both to know because I know how Marcus is ignoring me, and it did not want him to delete the email. I saved a copy if I need to resend it to him. All of this is really starting to take a toll on me and bring me down. I was doing good until I found out he was home and would not speak to me. I'm getting worse every day basically because Marcus dislikes me, and knowing this hurts my heart. It is all hurt. I don't expect Marcus to come back to me, but I do expect him to be nice to me and be considerate to me. He can be considerate to everyone else but me. That hurts so bad, especially since I was so devoted to him. No. I cannot ignore problems and I cannot live in peace knowing I'm hurting someone on purpose. The only person I ever expected to treat me this way has. I was not even able to eat dinner last night with friends because I started crying as soon as I sat down to the table. I never ate my food, packed it up, and they took me home. I went home and cried myself to sleep. Now, if I were to tell Marcus this, he would say I'm putting on. He would try to say I'm trying to get pity. He would say I'm only doing this to get my way and make him feel sorry for me. So not true. I do not want to be like this. I cannot even enjoy things. I did not call you or him last night in the midst of any crying and pain. I wanted to, but I did not. Instead, I went to sleep and dreamed all this stuff about Marcus marrying someone else and is not still speaking to me. I would wake up every hour and go back to sleep to continue dreams that were negative. If I did not give a crap about Marcus, you all, and his feelings, I would not be in this state. If this were all just about me, I would not want Marcus and not want to see him. I would not even love him. He just truly does not believe anything I say and does not care. I have tried to remain positive, but at this point I cannot. Of course, Marcus obviously does not care, and it makes it worse. Since he has been ignoring me, all I can think of is the bad words he said to me in the past. And now I'm beginning to think that he meant that. Why? Really? I need to know what I did. People just do not hate folks for no reason. I need to know what I did to him or whoever. It hurts like hell to know in my heart that and soul that I honestly do not think... Oh my God.
Yeah, just don't worry about it. All right, so.
Wow.
Anyway, that's what she wrote to his mother.
It doesn't really make sense.
No, it doesn't.
This is a long email.
Yeah. Jen, don't spin.
I'm not spinning. No, I'm not spinning.
Just remind Marcus what I said about something happening to me or even him. He leaves it as this and something may happen to me.
Wow, that's weird.
Oof. So anyway,
what does that mean?
The GBI got involved, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation. They came out and said this case is really difficult because Tara was romantically involved with a lot of men.
Oh,
really?
A lot of men, yeah. And
yet she's still harping over this guy.
As a high school teacher, one of the men that she was involved with was a guy named Anthony Vickers. Now, he graduated.
Is he a former student?
Yes, he's a former student of hers.
Oh, no.
So you can see here's why we're doing this case. Why do you think this case is really popular?
Now?
You have a Georgia beauty pageant high school teacher who was romantically involved with her students, or former students. Now, months before Tara goes missing, Vickers was arrested for disorderly conduct because he showed up at Tara's home trying to force his way inside.
Really?
He was banging on the door, and she didn't call the police at all. The neighbors actually called the police. And then as he was leaving, this guy right here, he was arrested. Now, he was trying to bust the door down. Why wouldn't she call the police?
Was he underage?
He wasn't underage, but inside her house, you remember that guy that left the card at her door, that police officer, Heath Dykes, that left his card when the mother called this police officer, Heath Dykes. He goes to the house and wedges that business card in her door.
No, I don't recall. Did you go
I
into
literally
that?
talked about that like 5 minutes ago. What are you talking about? All right, anyway.
Is that with the $100 bill?
All right. Because
Am I missing something?
A police officer, Heath Dykes, was actually in her home at the time. And I do want to point out a married police officer.
Oh.
Everyone in this case, since it's such a small town, was drugged through the mud. Okay? Including him. But, you're married. Obviously, you're cheating on your wife with Tara. Tara had to know you were married. So I know, like,
it's a small town.
People are like, "Oh, she's not asleep around," but you're with a married guy right now,
and with a former student,
and with former students. Come on, like
and emailing the mom of an ex-boyfriend.
Yeah,
she's not necessarily a bad person.
Yeah, she's not a bad person.
It,
she's single.
That's the truth.
Yeah, she was single. She could sleep with whoever, but I kind of the married guy kind of pushes.
I look more badly on the police officer who's married than her.
Yeah. I'm sure he's not married anymore.
Yeah, because even if she didn't know, like you're saying it's a small town, so she probably did. But even if she didn't know, like
it's the married man's fault, not hers.
And this is how big this case got. The National Enquirer actually published this. Cop is quizzed over missing beauty queen. Was Tara having an affair with married officer? So the National Enquirer gets involved. And if you guys know the National Enquirer, they're the ones that actually produce the leads.
Yeah.
As we heard that, what was the story we were talking about? Where they
John
paid?
Bonet.
Oh, John Bonet. Yeah, the National Enquirer is the ones bringing the leads.
Yeah, it's funny because they always have like on the front page is always something to do with the royal family. Look at the top
or something.
Look at the top. Royal scandals. O.J. Simpson. Like it's literally perpetuating all this stuff about.
He called her more than 20 times. So maybe that's who he was talking to, or she was talking to at the barbecue. October 24th, this 2 days after she goes missing, the GBI, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, gets involved, and they bring in tracking dogs, helicopters, horses, four-wheels, everything. Biggest search ever to take place, especially in a small town like that. Very intensive. They were looking for a body, no body.
What's the sad news for Meghan Markle and Prince Harry? Did she have a miscarriage?
Yeah, let me just...
No.
There you go. Oh. Okay, so detectives tested 144 men swabbing in their mouth to get DNA because they have a trace amount
144?
144. Now, I'm not saying she slept with that many, but they had trace evidence from the glove. Remember the latex glove?
Yeah.
It wasn't much, but they were trying to have a match. There was no match that came from any of the people that she knew or that was in the national database.
I'm not trying to shame anyone, but 144
I'm not
would
saying
be.
it.
No, I know you're not. I know you're not saying that. I'm just making a statement. How do you even meet that many people? Like, it's hard to.
She was a socialite or whatever.
It could be she comes in contact. Like it could be students.
I know.
Any student.
You're right.
Student.
You're not wrong. I'm just talking about if it wasn't students. Like, how does one meet that many potential suitors or like men in general? Like, I have trouble meeting three.
I probably interact with a ton of just people in general at work. There's
144.
Yeah, of course. There's that many people that work in an office and there's that many people that work in a attend or work in a school.
All right, so Tara also worked at a cosmetics shop on the side, so she met people that way. She was also attending night school, pursuing her master's and PhD. So she was actually trying to become a master's in
that's a lot of
teaching and
potential
stuff.
people.
Yeah, so she...
Teachers,
all the classmates
other
and stuff,
students, classmates, the guy at the parking garage who she pays.
Yeah, okay.
You interact with a lot more people on a daily basis than you think.
Now, February 1st...
start counting.
Let's skip a little bit. Okay, so she's dead, obviously. You guys understand that.
Yeah.
February 1st, 2009, and I could not find the video anywhere. If I find it, I'm putting it on the Talk Murder. I'm going to try to find it. I can't find it. If you guys can find it. There was a guy, #CatchMeKiller.
Ooh.
He posted a video on YouTube. He distorted his voice. He distorted his face and said, and he claims to be a serial killer, and he killed 16 women. And he described Tara Grinstead in detail about how he slit her throat and all this stuff.
They haven't found her body.
They have not found her body, but they found him. His name was Andrew Scott Haley, and it was just a big fucking hoax. I don't know why he was actually...
What is wrong with people?
He was sentenced to 10 years in prison, but he only served 2 years on a work release program since, he has a wife and kids at home.
What is wrong with people?
I have no idea.
Like, you're gonna... Like, that's not funny. Like,
Yeah, if
you
I can
think
find the
do it
video,
just for the attention.
they took the
I don't
video
know.
off really quick. If I can find it, I'll put it on. It's kind of crazy because he just gets on YouTube and is like, I killed, and he details all these murders. But you can find all this information on the web, So he didn't have any.
How did
special
they determine
information.
that it was a hoax?
Because they found him and then they interviewed him. It's like, this guy's rolled out. Like, he's full of shit.
he's
I mean, he
full of
claimed
shit, yeah.
16 murder victims. Anita Gaddis, the sister of Tara Grinstead, hires a private investigator because, I'm not saying but likely, on Monday, January 30th, 2006, now the media took this case freaking wild. They accused Tara of sleeping with her brother-in-law, so his sister's husband, and he was a doctor, but I don't think that's true. I'm pretty sure that wasn't true. Like, I found no conclusive evidence that they were having an affair. But who knows? Maybe they were. I don't know. I looked everywhere. I couldn't find any reason
rumor.
to believe they were. It was just the media. They took it wild. Now, December 6, 2010, Tara is declared legally deceased.
5 years later.
Yeah, I'm skipping 5 years.
Wow.
Because we know who killed him now. Well,
In the
most
news.
likely. It's what's in the news now. So here's what's going on right now.
So they never found a body this whole time.
No, they still have never found a body.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Here is the confession video that came in. This is actually posted yesterday, as well as all the other news about this freaking case.
Killed Terry Grinstead. I thought he was...
Here, if you want to read that, so...
He told me that he had killed Tara Grinstead. I thought he was. I didn't believe him. I thought he was out of his mind. So,
I didn't believe him. I thought he was out of his mind. I told him, to go home and go to sleep.
I'm going to go home and go back to sleep.
And he asked me to help him get rid of her body. And I agreed to help him.
So you said it took several days?
2 days.
2 days? So by Friday, there's nothing left?
No.
That you can, nothing like, there's probably some little smaller bones or stuff like that y'all just kind of left there?
It looked like it was all ash.
I know this name. Bo Dukes.
Yeah.
I know that name.
Okay, the reason this case got back into the spotlight, if you guys listen to, there's a popular podcast called Up and Vanished. He actually did this case. So this case is back in the news right now. Did you ever listen to that?
No.
There was a lot of pressure recently about this case, and this guy, Bo Dukes, comes out and says, I assisted in dumping the body in a pecan orchard that his family owns, and helping a friend of mine, an old friend of mine, Ryan Dukes, no relation to Bo Duke.
Oh, weird.
Or
Bo Dukes.
Bo Dukes. There's Bo Dukes and Ryan Duke, no relation. They were roommates at the time. He comes out.
Alphabetical order at college.
He recently comes out and says, listen, I assisted in disposing the body of Tara Grinstead and burning it. It took 2 days to burn. I want to say the reason I'm doing this case is because we're going to open this up on the forum. It hasn't been resolved yet, and I definitely want to talk about it because the actual murder trial of Tara Grinstead starts April 1st.
Oh,
April Fool's Day.
And I wanted to get all of our listeners up to date as much as they can with this case because you'll be hearing about it on the news on April 1st.
Okay, so Bo Dukes assisted with the murder, but it was Ryan who did the murdering?
I don't know. We're going to talk about that. Yeah, just read this. This is Bo texting.
Dude, I know things have been weird, but strange is happening. I'm sorry, bro. And then the other word is blocked. Message is blocked out. Old demons are coming to the surface. Things I should have dealt with years ago. Criminal investigation things. And then he goes, I can barely type. I feel you. The other person on the other end says, I'll call you tomorrow, man. Bo says, I talked to GBI a few months ago. I didn't kill her, but was involved.
Shit.
The other person on the other end that Bo is talking to, or wait, is Bo the green?
No, Bo is the gray.
Bo's the gray. It's his friend that he's texting.
Ryan?
No, it's not Ryan.
No, someone submitted this to evidence, looks like.
Okay. What was the break in the case that shook you guys? It seemed like the case was dead. Or did Brooke come forward? I read online someone's girlfriend may have called in. Lots of speculation out there. Bo responds, Brooke let it slip to her mom. She tipped off the GBI. Through a long negotiation between Brooke, the case agent, myself, and eventually my lawyer, the DAs worked out a deal. It worked out well for me at least, and Brooke may get the reward. He said he didn't use a glove, though he may have lied about it, though. I always thought it wasn't related to and a cop dropped it or something. Hopefully he lied about it and his DNA is in it. He was never swabbed until he was arrested on Wednesday. I don't know either one of those guys. I'm still confused. Where do you even play into this? Me? Yeah. He dumped her body in one of the family's orchards in Fitzgerald and didn't tell me about it for 4 fucking days. Then I helped him get rid of it. We were roommates at the time. So will you be arrested and then they let you go after the trial? No, I won't be arrested or prosecuted at all. I'm glad my grandfather isn't alive for this. He would fucking kill me. Dude, who knew about this besides you? Emily, 2 guys from Osceola, Brooke, my cousin, possibly others I don't remember telling. Please never bring me a dead body, although now that I've had some practice, ...
Interesting.
The closing arguments of his trial went on today for lying to the GBI.
The Georgia Bureau of Investigation.
Yeah, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation. But I think he's full of shit. All right, so his story is Ryan, they were roommates. My buddy Ryan, let me show you a picture of them. So let me.
And did Boke have a sexual relationship with?
They were both students of Tara's history class.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So you see where this is going wild.
This is like Riverdale, but live.
This is Bo Dukes right here, and this is Ryan Duke.
That today? Like today's year?
Recently. Bo Duke actually comes from a very powerful family. Now, his grandfather was a Georgia state representative for 20 years. He was also in the military. Bo Dukes joined the military. Bo Duke. If I get his name wrong, I don't know. Bo Dukes joined the military, but he came from a very prominent family. They owned Hudson Pecans, which is a $1 billion industry,
wow. $1
billion business. This company.
Those look good.
And more importantly, Tara's body was burned in the pecan orchard of this company. So you can see where this $1 billion business, pecans, and now you have a dead beauty pageant high school teacher burned. That's bad for business, right?
I'd say.
They got some bad reviews. Let me see. I wonder if it's anything related to the case.
Huh. They have a lot of bad reviews.
Oh, yeah. Read these.
Oh, my God.
Yes. Read. We got reviews. 602 Bowens Mill Highway, Fitzgerald, Georgia.
3-star review. I've never had any of their pecans, but I heard it's a fantastic place to dump a body.
That was 2 weeks ago.
Barry McCockiner says
A week
1
ago.
star. Hashtag Kara Grinstead.
Yeah. That was funny. So that's where Boo Ducks. Boo Ducks.
Bo Dukes.
Ducks.
Here's what Bo claims. He says Ryan, they were roommates, after this party.
What party?
Or
In 2004?
the barbecue party or
Oh,
whatever.
okay.
Yep.
4 days later, he comes to Bo and is like, listen, I need help because I killed Tara Grinstead. Now, Bo said he didn't believe him. They drove Bo's truck down to the pecan orchard, and that's when he saw the body. And then Bo says the Lord's Prayer and then burns them. They use this thing called fat lighter. It's basically a type of wood that burns really quick. Now, keep in mind,
Like Duraflame.
this was one of the biggest searches going on during the time. They were burning her body during the search parties. And they were very lucky that no one saw them or smelled the smoke. They got real lucky. Now, this was on Bo's family's farm. Mm-hmm. And Ryan, he was basically like, well, Ryan told me that since it's on my farm and I used his truck, used Bo's truck, like, what are you going to go to the police? Because it's on your farm. Like, I'll just tell him you did it. That's what he's claiming. Mm-hmm. So now, right now, you have this, well, he's guilty. No, he's guilty kind of thing.
He said
They're both, yeah, he said. Bo Dukes was dating this girl named Brooke. Brooke actually makes him confess because after that podcast, things got really heated. He drives her down to the pecan orchard where they burned her body. And then Brooke didn't even want to go see the actual burn pile. Now, this was years later.
This is when the podcast is out? Like,
yeah.
Recent, like a couple years ago?
Yeah. And he said that she made
The burn pile's still there?
No, I mean, no, not really. But the spot. He said that Brooke made him confess to the murder. And then Brooke told her parents.
Murder?
No, to the cover-up.
Oh, sorry.
But Bo Dukes was recently in the news for something else that they're trying to keep out of the new jury pool. They're trying to keep this information out because
it would influence
it. But what the shit? Like,
Yeah.
They need to fucking see this. Now, there was a manhunt for Bo Dukes recently.
Warner Robins Police Department says Bo Dukes is wanted for rape, aggravated sodomy, and other charges.
Aggravated
Our advocate Laura
sodomy?
spoke to neighbors.
Wasn't
who
he
said they
dating
had
someone
no
named
idea
Brooke?
Dukes lived so close.
He showed us this security camera footage of the 2 women escaping the house next door.
He took 2 women hostage at gunpoint, raped them, and then held them hostage in his home. This is the video of
Bo
her.
Dukes?
Yes, this is a video of one of them running. They
He said he
escape.
noticed them looking over their shoulder.
See, that's her in a towel. That's both those girls in a towel.
Oh my God.
They escaped his home. Now this is the guy saying, oh, it was Ryan. All I did was help burn the body. Okay, now how are you going to trust this?
Agreed. Absolutely.
Yeah. So here's what's going on, in my opinion. Bo Dukes had way more to involve. I bet they both did it.
They probably gang raped her and burned the body.
Because Bo could never say why Ryan did this. So he was like, here's what happened. Ryan went to her house. He borrowed my truck, went to her house at late at night, like 2 p.m., used a credit card to get into the door, like slip the lock or whatever, went into the room and tried to rob her. Yeah, rob a school teacher. Yeah, she's freaking rich, right? I mean, come on.
Teachers make shit. Hashtag monetary reform.
Ryan punches Tara in the face and she dies. Now, this is what they were saying.
What?
Yeah.
No. You don't die from getting punched in the
exactly.
face.
So he goes and gets the gloves and a quilt to wrap her up, but Tara's 120 pounds. To drag a woman's dead weight is a lot. I guarantee you it was 2 guys that did that. I think they both were in on it. And here's why I'm taking it with now, and I'll talk a little bit about both their past. I think Bo Dukes came forward because the first one to come forward is usually the one to get a plea deal. And if he can pin all this on Ryan, because it's out in the open now, they're going to figure out what happened. Mm-hmm. If he can get a plea deal and pin it on Ryan, then he's good. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, where's Ryan in all this? How come Bo is the only one that's
he's
talking?
the one that's talking, yeah.
Well, Ryan his trial's April 1st for the murder. He actually pleaded not guilty. So you have both guys.
Are they both
different
on
story.
trial?
Yeah, they're
or
both
is
on trial.
Ryan
Bo's on trial for lying to the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, saying he had nothing to do with it in 2017. Okay, so read this little star. This is what Ryan says to Bo.
Bo and Ryan drive out to the orchard where Ryan shows Bo Tara's body. According to Bo, I didn't want to believe him. Ryan's brother told me Tara was missing on Monday. I told his brother, and then that Ryan told me he killed her on Sunday. I wanted it to not be true, but by Wednesday I realized I had to confront him about it. That's when he took me to the orchard. Bo now says they decided to burn the body. There was a huge search going on, and this place was pretty remote. There also just happened to be a huge stack of firewood right there. There was a huge stack of seasoned spit wood there and fat lighter. I thought completely getting rid of the body was the best option. After I stopped freaking out, I also realized I could easily be implicated then. He used my truck and put her in my family's orchard.
Ryan Duke, on February 22nd, 2017, actually confesses to the murder. If you want to read...
What?
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy, and it doesn't make any damn sense. And a lot of people are thinking that it was a false confession, because I'll tell you a little bit about Ryan.
Really?
Ryan, since he's been out of high school, has been one charge after another. A lot of alcohol problems, lots of DUIs, lots of stuff relating to drugs. He was taking drugs when he was doing this confession, and this is what he tells the police.
He was doing drugs when he was doing the confession, so can't they throw that out? If he wasn't sober?
I don't know.
I'm sincerely asking, if someone is under the influence, how seriously can you take them? I mean, I know they say drunk minds think sober thoughts, and but if you're under the influence, you're not 100% competent. Does that make sense? How can they accept something like that if they're under the influence of something?
I don't know.
Can someone please explain this to us?
Ryan Duke's parents drive into the police station, and he confesses. Ryan confesses, says he was alone when he killed Tara, says he stole Bo's keys, broke into Tara's house randomly to rob her, and hit her when she spoke to him, and she died from one punch. Ryan says he drove back to the trailer in Fitzgerald, got a blanket and latex gloves. Ryan says that he called Tara's house from a payphone down the street and hoped she would answer. Ryan says he carried Tara out of her house in the blanket and dumped her in the orchard. Ryan says he did not know it was Tara until after she was dead and saw the pictures in her house.
I'm sorry.
Wait, what?
What?
You can't die from one... This is confusing. You can't die from one punch. Here, can you...
Unless you're Conor McGregor.
He was alone when he killed her. Then he broke into her house, hit her, and she died. Then he drove back to the trailer, got blankets and gloves, and then he called Tara's house, even though she was dead.
But he was supposedly, he punched her.
Hoping
he didn't know. Yeah,
she would answer. But he already left to go get a blanket and gloves to dispose of the body. Then he carried her out of the house and dumped her in the orchard. But he says he didn't know it was her until she was dead, and he saw pictures in her house. So he's saying he went into her house, but he didn't realize it was Tara in her house? That's...
Yeah.
None of that makes any sense.
Yeah, how do you not know that it's someone in their own fucking house?
Wednesday, April 12th, 2017, Ryan Duke is indicted and charged with 6 counts in the murder of Tara Grinstead. That case is starting April 1st. Tacos.
That's in 2 weeks.
Count 1, malice murder. Counts 2 and 3, felony murder. Count 4, aggravated assault. Count 5, burglary. Count 6, concealing the death of another. But I do want to say they're going into this case with no evidence. They have no DNA. There's nothing pointing.
He's not on the latex glove?
There's only 2 things that they're going into this. No, it's not on latex glove. There's only 2 things that the prosecutor is going into this case with that we know. A confession from Brooke and a confession from Bo.
Oh, so they're
And
framing
you can't trust
him.
Bo because he literally holds girls hostages and rapes them.
They're framing Ryan.
I think Ryan was involved.
I think they were both involved, but
Yeah.
I think Bo Dukes is trying to get a plea deal. Okay, this is from justice.gov. Savannah couple plead guilty to stealing over $150,000 from the Army.
Whoa.
Savannah, Georgia, Bo Dukes, 29, Emily Dukes, 29, husband and wife from Savannah, Georgia, that was his first wife, plead guilty on Monday before United States District Court Judge William T. Moore Jr. to conspiring to steal over $150,000 worth of property paid for by the Army.
What?
And you do not steal from the Army because
No.
So maximum penalty of 5 years in prison and a fine up to $250,000. But you got to keep in mind, his family owns one of the largest pecan orchards in the United States. You know, they both came from good families.
Do they have anything to do with Duke's Mayo? That's like a Southern thing.
Yeah, it's a Southern thing. Maybe in the
Like we up north eat Hellman's.
I don't even know if they sell Duke's Mayo up north.
They don't. I've never heard of it until I moved down here.
But I think Duke's is the best.
Okay, Monday.
I've never had it.
August-
Have I? Have you cooked with it?
August 28, 2017,
I use
Bo
Hellman's.
Dukes indictment. The Wilcox grand jury indicts Bo Dukes for making a false statement during a June 2016 interview with one of the special agents on the GBI. He was claiming he had nothing to do with it. You can't lie to a special agent. Hindering apprehension of punishment of a criminal and concealing the death of another. And he is in court now. In fact, as the day we're recording this is a Thursday, they just had the closing arguments from the prosecutors today live. They streamed it live in the
Really?
courtroom. Yeah, and I watched it. Wednesday, November 14th, 2018 would have been Tara's 44th birthday. Rest in peace. Now, December 12th, 2018, Ryan claims that he falsely confessed. And he pleaded not guilty.
Interesting.
Yeah. And January 3rd, 2019, Bo Dukes was actually arrested. He posted bond, and then there was a manhunt ongoing for him, and it took him a while to find him.
About this.
And now he's in court he's all dressed nice, trying to be the good person. These guys are both shitheads.
Yeah, I think you're right that Bo had something to do with it, though.
Yeah, I do think Bo has something to do with it. I think
because his family, that money buys a lot. Money buys a good attorney.
It's shitty, but it's true.
Yeah.
Let me see.
They probably coached him on what to say when all this stuff was going on.
The reason I wanted to do this case is to keep you guys informed. So when you hear the name Bo Dukes, Jen, stop looking at me like that, Ryan Duke or Terry Grinstead, you'll know what this case is about. We're also going to be following it pretty closely starting April 1st when the actual murder trial starts. Now, I do want to say they're going into this with hardly no evidence. There's no DNA. There's nothing but a confession from a guy that rapes girls and holds them hostage and his girlfriend. If you really like this story, go to talkmurder.com/join. Become a Taco Supremo. It's $40 a year. You get a 2019 Supremo shirt. You get some stickers, swag. You get some hometown murders that we're going to start doing once a week. Jen, why do you hate me? And thank you guys so much. I hope you guys really loved it. I hope you guys really loved that story. That was my Tara Grinstead story. So thanks for listening to Talk Murder to Me, and I'll see you guys on next Tuesday.
The new studio is that I can hear you from the bathroom.
There you go.
So I'm not missing anything. You're just missing my comments. Except unless you could hear me from the bathroom, which is kind of embarrassing. Good. So you couldn't hear me peeing.
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad.
Wednesday, April.
I mean, everyone does it, so.
Dad.
IHOP.
This just in, a text message from Taco Supremo Shannon. So I just want y'all to know that I bought the TM2M tote bag, and no one is sitting next to me on the bus because of it, which is great. It's also a fantastic weirdo deterrent, and I think you guys should market it as such on the next cast. Thanks in so many ways, you guys. Seattle Shannon.
I'm sorry. It's just drunk Jen.
You had one drink.
No, I had like 6 shots.
We've had like 6 drinks. So, here's the thing.
All right, we got to get on with the story.
I promise that I will be quiet
At 9 o'clock, we need to be going to IHOP.
That's in 45 minutes.
Exactly.
All right.
I'm still on the first page
All right,
of this
so
outline.
when you buy the ring, tell Sober Jen that you bought the ring, and then we'll do the whole, like,
He's
proposal
not going to do
thing.
anything, but...
All marriage does, it solidifies the preconception dominance that we have in society of, oh, you're a woman, I'm a man, now I'll put this ring on you, you're my property, get in the kitchen. That's all it does. That just makes it more of a thing that you guys always claim that you don't want. You know, it just... Okay, I'll shut up. I'll probably cut that from the video. Probably not. I doubt anyone will watch this part anyway. I'm just saying, I'm on your side. I get married for other reasons. Not because, oh, I love you, you're the love of my life. Because when you're 60 and there's like poop everywhere...
Hopefully not at 60.
You know, or whatever.
Yeah, that's like an 80.
You gotta marry...
Very young.
You gotta marry someone that you can put up with for the rest of your life. I'm saying it's better than, oh, I love you so much. Because I used to love eating cheeseburgers. When's the last time I had a cheeseburger?
2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's sooner than I thought, but...
Be a star, Jen.
Shine bright, shine far, don't be shy, be a star. Where you live, where you are, be a star. There's no such thing as perfection. Perfection is subjective.
Yeah, okay. Well, subjective to me, I want it perfect. What do you mean? You know?
Well,
Yeah, but what is perfect? Like, there's no such thing as
There's-
perfect.
yeah,
it's just I would actually listen to a TED Talk about it this morning.
Oh, my God. TED Talks. Do they know we're filthy fucking rich?
No, because I didn't even know that. That's news to me.
then why do all of our bank accounts reflect a balance of $0
I have
and 0 cents?
$65 to my name right now.
Uh-oh. I yelled at Jen. Jen, I'll buy you some pancakes tonight. I'm eating pancakes.
Oh, my God.
I really want pancakes. Jen, I'll buy you some bacon. Deal?
Just bacon?
Well, what are you going to eat?
I don't know yet.
Eggs?
Don't know yet. I have to decide when I get there.
I wish they still had them Grinch pancakes.
Oh, I love the Cinestack pancakes.
Those things you made the other day were freaking delicious.
Do you like them?
He couldn't sleep that whole
Oh, yeah, I was wired.
I'm sorry.
Man. I was fucking wired.
They were good. They were pretty good. I'll admit.
They were great.
Which one did you like better, the Lamingtons or the biscuits, the cookies? This day in Talk Murder to Me history, John compliments Jen.
Oh, no, I'm cutting that, though.
Oh.
It's on the video.
Oh, shit. It's on the video.